Yeah, I think when you create a coachable mind, we have to be very careful because there's something in the coaching conversation world that we call pigeonholing. Are you happy with your current job? Yep. Do you feel like you take feedback well? Yep. You getting along with your teammates? Absolutely. And when we pigeonhole, we typically, much like in sales, we'll ask close-ended questions. Now, the second thing that can pigeonhole is a why question. So, why did you approach Bob that way? Why tends to put people in a defensive posture. So we always encourage leaders, if you want coachable minds in your team, start with the word what. It's safe. And one of the best ways you can do that is to start off with strength based and something we teach called self actualized questions. What are you going to do to successfully work with Bob? What are two things you need to do to successfully adjust your reception of Bob so the team is more successful? So always start with a what question plus a success imperative. So again, when I would even coach youth sports, I would say, what are you going to do to successfully prepare for the match? It uses a technique, psychologists called framing. It's very simple. Most leaders often are in a mindset of, command and demand. Well, you need to get along with Bob. And what happens is that command and demand gets really old. It's overdone. It's kind of like the same way we give feedback all the time. It's the same thing. And we become, a habitual listener to that. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. And we almost forget that we need to own it as well. Questions change things up. It drives self-awareness. Can also take that self-awareness and put it into action. The safest way to do that is to start with what questions. How questions are fine and why questions are not bad. They're just not a great way to start a conversation.